INCLUDAS Publishing. Tasha's biggest activity, gift bag decorating.
Hello, I'm Mira, and I'm excited to be decorating this bag in honor of our new picture book, The Biggest Gift of All. After we're finished with the craft, we'll use the bag and the book to play a fun guessing game. These are the supplies that we'll need. 1 paper bag of any size or color. Some acrylic paints. I'm using yellow, red, and blue, as well as a paper plate to put them all on. Paintbrushes or sponges, something you can use to put the paint on. I'll be using paintbrushes, as well as a water cup to keep them clean. And some decorating tools. I will be using a bottle cap, a leaf I found, an egg carton, some crumpled up tissue paper, and a bottle. But you can use anything you like, including bubble wrap, a bookmark, a plastic cup, or a pebble. If you need help, ask an adult to make the craft with you. Decorating the bag will take around 20 minutes. Make sure you have a large open space and plenty of newspapers or plastic bags under to keep your surface area clean. This is the bag I'll be using. I saved it from my last trip to the grocery store. You can ask an adult if they have one in the recycling. If you don't have any paint, you can use markers or colored pencils as well. Start by squirting your paint onto the plate. Make sure you have a good amount. Starting with my markers, I'm going to trace out the egg carton several times, wherever I feel like it. Now I'm going to use my bottle cap, dip it in some blue, and roll it around on my bag. Next, I will use this bottle cap to make cool circles using the color blue. Now let's see if I can do it with my other hand. How does the painting change? You can also use paints, markers, or colored pencils to trace your favorite shapes out onto the bag. Let's see what this will make. Now we have a base to imagine whatever we want. Are these outlines of other worlds, different buildings, funny monsters? You decide. Next, using the leaf I found, I'm gonna lay it onto my paint and use it to make different shapes on the back. You can also paint one side of the leaf and use it to stamp down to get all the cool patterns on the back. Next, I want to add some fun textures, so I'm going to crumple up my paper towel and dip it into some paint. Let's see what this pattern makes. Huh. Now, just like Tasha, I want to make my textures even bigger, so I'm going to paint the bottom of the egg carton and stamp that down. Wow! How can we use different stamps to make other shapes, patterns, or even rainbows? Are there some materials that work better than others? Why do we think that is? How can we roll, drag, smack, and layer the materials to make all kinds of different effects? To finish, we can have fun sprinkling some extra salt onto the bag to give it a fun texture and final design. This works super well with watercolor paints. Now that I'm done, it's time to let the paint dry. While you wait 15 minutes, let's clean up. First, I will wash my hands. Next, I will throw away my paper plate. I also need to make sure the paint bottle doesn't have any paint on the outside and that the cap is securely fastened on it so the paint doesn't dry up. If you have any other tools, make sure that you rinse them off with water in a sink, including our paintbrushes. Next, I will I Spy some items that Tasha and Sam like from the book. On this page, there are a lot of trains and train tracks. If you have any small toys with wheels, try to find one and bring it back. Here's mine. It's a toy race car. This page has a twig and leaves. I remember seeing a twig laying by my door. I'll go grab it. Here it is. All right, I need one more item. Try find something to do with birthdays, like gift decoration or a bow. I'll be using fun yellow party streamers. If you can't find any of these items, that's all right. Just try to find something super colorful or rainbow, just like Tasha likes. What colors do you notice on them? Here's a bonus. If you have googly eyes, try to find one. Tasha loves googly eyes. Let's see, it's been 15 minutes and it looks like all the paint is dry. You can tell the paint is dry because when you touch it a little bit, the paint stays on the back. If the paint is still wet, the paint will get onto your finger. Now that it's dry, I've used one of my nearby markers to add in fun little doodles all around. This is the perfect time to add stickers or googly eyes too. It's time to put all the items we collected into the bag. Do they all fit? I think mine will. Now you can play a game with a friend. Ask them to put their hand in the bag and guess which item is inside. No peeking. You can also give clues to the person guessing by showing pictures from the book, The Biggest Gift of All, and seeing if they can guess the items from the page. Thank you for doing the craft with me. I hope you have fun playing and sharing the colorful bag with all your friends. Have fun!
Thank you for watching. You can visit INCLUDAS Publishing at INCLUDAS.com.